After all the back and forth between Josh Giddey and the Chicago Bulls, according to Brett Siegel, the Chicago Bulls and Josh Giddey are expected to reach an agreement to end the contract standoff and that a deal is on their way. Y'all know we gonna talk about it, break it all down, but you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on another daily episode. So if you're tuned in and you're locked in, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. But hey, all the back and forth going on between the Chicago Bulls and Josh Giddey regarding this contract, my man's. It has had Bulls fans at odds. We had people like, I don't care. He ain't worth the 30. He worth 18. And then it was some people that was on the side. He ain't worth the 20. He worth 30. Hey, but now the expectations that the standoff be amongst both sides will now come to an end, according to Brett Siegel. According to Brett Siegel from Clutch Points, both Giddey and the Bulls have agreed to end the standoff. Josh Giddey and the Chicago Bulls are expected to reach a resolution on a new contract, likely in a 3-year range by the end of August, Siegel said. The Bulls could increase their offer, but they have stood firm on keeping a new deal in a $20 million range. The latest speculations from agents not involved in negotiations suggest something in the 65 to $70 million range. This is what me and C-Dub brought to you all and was pretty much saying once Jonathan Kuminga was offered that $22.5 million deal from the Golden State Warriors, I said that was the starting point. C-Dub was not in agreement with that starting point. He believed that it was supposed to be somewhere around 25. But my point was still the same. The market has spoken. The market has spoken on Jonathan Kuminga. It has spoken on Josh Giddey. It has spoken on Emmanuel Quickly and others. And they pretty much saying that, one, we ain't got the money, and two, we ain't paying you the money to go over the luxury tax in the second apron. So it comes down to a point to where I brought to you all, hey, Jonathan Kuminga was offered at 22.5. That's the good starting point for Josh Giddey. The best resolution for Josh Giddey was to go out there and just say, hey, let's go ahead and sign a 3-year deal. I think that the Chicago Bulls, they're probably going to hope that they have the power and having control of that contract completely. But if you're Josh Giddey, you should be trying to get some of that power and say, hey, in year 3, let's go for a play option. Since you're not so confident in my abilities right now and what and have the belief that I can bring something sustainable to this Chicago Bulls team, because yes, I may have struggled when I first started the season, but when I came around and I got things started and after the Zach LaVine trade, I made some good strides forward and damn near average a triple-double. So Josh Giddey could use that to see if he can gain some power and say, hey, on that third end, I want to play option. So then he can cash in, because ultimately I came out and I said it does not make sense for him to play on a qualifying offer. Even if you're one of those guys that say, bet, bank on me, bet, I'm going to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, just go on a 1-year deal. You're leaving so much money on the table. You know what I'm saying? You sign that qualifying offer, it's only for $11 million. That ain't nothing compared to the 22.5 potentially or 20 million that Josh Giddey could be getting. And if that range between 65 and 70, hey, that's better than signing a 1-year $11 million deal. And then, you know what I'm saying, the repercussions that can come out of that if he did not take said deal. So I think that it makes a lot of sense for both sides. It makes a lot of sense for Josh Giddey. And right now, this is a big opportunity to get matched up So you can go ahead and really, really cash in. You're still 22 years old. So 3 years from now, you'll be 25, and then you'll be able to cash in big. And I also like the fact that this deal is going to line up with Montez Buzellis' contract. Montez Buzellis is, hey, if Montez Buzellis turn out to what we believe he can be, it is going to be a big payday for that young man if he lines up to be everything that we expect him to be. But obviously, the young man has to do it. And the Chicago Bulls, when it's announced that they have re-signed Josh Giddey, they would have done the right thing. And a lot of us, we was not too on board with, Josh Giddey doing what he do. And some even expected that, hey, the Bulls should just give him the money. And again, I could not fault the Chicago Bulls from learning from their mistakes, but I also said Josh Giddey shouldn't have to suffer for the mistakes that you made with Patrick Williams. And I also mentioned this is a part of negotiations. These type of things happen. These things happen all the damn time. All the time. They happen all the time to where people, they have expectations and you don't get what you want. Or you have expectations and you force the company to come up and give you what you want. So it's just a part of negotiations, man. And at the end of the day, it's good that these guys are gonna get this deal done because Josh Giddey is a important piece to this young Chicago Bulls team that has a lot to prove for not just me, but a lot of people in Bulls Nation. They have a lot of things to prove. So it's good that this deal is getting closer and closer to being done, simply because we know that Josh Giddey is an integral part of what the Chicago Bulls are trying to do for the foreseeable future. And who knows, maybe him taking this deal opens up things for retaining Ayo Dosunmu, retaining a Kobe White. Maybe, I don't know. I think that's looking a bit too far ahead, simply because though Kobe White has had his challenges, he has always overcame a lot of those challenges and obstacles. And we don't know how the pulse of the Chicago Bulls right now on how they feel about retaining all these guys and what the expectation is, what I'm saying, moving forward, other than they waiting on 2026 that look like ain't about to have a lot of free agents that they can go after with big names. That's what it's looking like. But it's very, very good detail, very good information that has come out. I appreciate it. So, hey, what y'all think about them pinstripes, though? Them pinstripes cold, dog. Hey, look, don't come in my comment box being negative, bro. Talking about they trying to live in nostalgia and sell it. I don't want to hear that. The shit cold. Let something be cold. Can we not like always just be mad? Like, damn. We know Jerry in the front office is suspects, bro. We know they suspect. We do. But that don't mean we gotta be down on everything that takes place in the Chicago Bulls, like in Bulls Nation. That don't necessarily mean we have to be mad about every single thing that takes place in Chicago, bro. Damn. Can we rock the red pinstripe jersey? Damn. Like what? Like we supposed to be mad about it? This is just Jerry trying to do another money grab. No, this is them putting some merch on, trying to get y'all to spend the money, but being happy about it. At least it's good merch. At least it's good merch. I know I talked shit a couple days ago, like, yeah, I ain't buying nothing. I might have to slide on them red pinstripes. I ain't even gonna lie. It got me reconsidering a bunch of things about what I need to be buying. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But hey, appreciate y'all, man. That is it for me today, man. I appreciate y'all. Just a quick head up to put out there for y'all, man. Go ahead and hit that comment box, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. And let us know how y'all feeling about the Josh Giddey situation. That is the most recent update that we can provide for you all. And then more Bulls content is on the way. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always see red. And y'all already know. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.